Okay, so basically, Afro, Afro is trying to avenge his father's death. His father had the #1 headband, and there's headbands that represent, who you are. But whoever's attaining whoever has the #1 headband is basically a god, and so everyone's trying to get that. The only person that can challenge the #1 to take his headband away is the #2 headband. Whoever was wearing the #2 headband. Afro's father was a #1 before, so he was challenged by Justice, and he was defeated. So Afro is just trying to avenge his father's death. So he's searching in the beginning of the game. After this, this is just a training level, but after this, he is just like in the series. He is searching at first for the #2 headband, and then once he attains it, he's searching for justice to avenge his father's death. The burden of the #2 headband is that while only the #2 guy can challenge the #1, everyone can challenge the #2. So in just trying to avenge his father's death, he's getting bombarded by constant enemies that want to be a god. One of the things that we've added to our game that's never been seen before in any other game is a dynamic cutting system. It allows the user or the player to cut an enemy virtually anywhere that they want them, from a fingernail to a head to their toes. Anywhere that they pick on their body, they can cut. So when I go into this focus mode here, you're going to see a white line that's going across their body, and that's going to be basically where I'm aiming. If I release it in time, right at the right moment, I'll be able to cut wherever that line is. So I was able to cut that part. If I wanted to cut his feet off, I can cut his feet off by just aiming at his feet. We give rewards for the player for cutting off, like just say the top part of their head off. If I can get it just right. Yeah, there you go. It reinforces, that hardcore gamer will like to do that because it's really fun to do. It really makes it unique. Every time you kill someone, it looks different. You hardly ever kill someone exactly the same. That could almost never happen. Afro has over 120 moves in the game, so not only is it going to be fun to do it in the beginning, but also towards the end, you'll constantly be getting move upgrades, and the moves are going to change and everything like that. So it'll make it so that it's different throughout the game, and that's to try to reinvent the fun, as you would say, throughout the game, so that it's the same fun but different every single time. This is one of the things that we wanted to make sure we captured. We also wanted to make sure that we weren't just making a game for the hardcore gamer. We were making it for the every gamer, or just a fan of hip hop or the fan of anime. We wanted everyone to be able to enjoy it, so that we can have a big fan base, because Afro is a very cool character and very hip hop orientated. The RZA did the music for the series, and so the RZA was a music supervisor for our game. He also gave us one bonus track that wasn't in the series that we got to add in our game, so it's really fun that we got to put that in. Of course, we got Sam Jackson, Ron Perlman, Kelly Hu are like one of the biggest stars in the series. They're in our game as well, and they're excited to work on our game. So this is over focus mode. One of the things that was really prevalent in the series is Afro's ability to fluidly move from enemy to enemy, cutting all of them in a quick blur. And I just disposed of like 10 people in like 2 seconds. It was awesome. Basically, you gain focus, which allows you to go into our slice mode here. And that allows you to cut people one at a time. If you string together quite a bit of combos, and get a lot of hits landed on people, you'll notice that your pendant flashes as it's sparkling right now on the screen. That means I have gained over focus, and that means I can unleash all of my focus all at once and just let it out in a blur. It's really helpful later on in the game when you're getting bombarded by quite a bit of people. You notice there's no HUD on this game. A lot of health bars. We thought, we figured, the art team was figuring that the health bar or any kind of map indicator was going to take away from the experience of the game. So a lot of everything that we try to convey to the player that they need to know, like such as health or experience status or focus status, is all centralized on Afro. If he's getting damaged, he'll actually start turning red and displaying that to display that he's getting injured. The same with the enemies. If I start kicking this guy, he'll slightly start turning a shade of red, and he'll start to show that he's dying. So right now, he's got a little bit of red on him. If I kick him a couple more times, he'll get much more red, and then he died. Afro's getting slightly pink right now too, so that's another way that's how we're representing the health. He'll slowly get redder and redder as he gets more injured. The pendant that flashed white also flashes red. It flashes black. Red is for experience, and then black means you have no focus. So pretty easy to tell what's going on with Afro, and the best part of it is that you never take your eyes off of him, which is the most important part of games. You wouldn't want to be stuck in combat having to look up at a map and trying to just figure out where to go. To address a map element, or trying so the players can figure out where to go, we have this thing called Ninja Service, which unfortunately won't work in this area because we already know where we are. We're at the end. But basically, Ninja will pop up on the screen and show you which way to walk or which way to run or which way to grab and get to. Okay, I guess that's time, guys.